So I was in my 18th year of imprisonment. I was probably already in a camp, and I was working really hard to connect with universities because I hope to find some kind of way to help more people understand jails and prisons. And how was it as a student at Syracuse that you came across this work?
I enrolled in a course to learn about working with inmates, and I used your book as a textbook about prison.
So you were a student or a professor?
I was a student.
Was the book assigned to the students, or is it something you found on your own?
It was our textbook.
And which book was that, about prison or Inside Life Behind Bars in America? Do you remember?
About prison.
About prison. So some history on about prison. I wrote that book with hopes of helping people like Leslie, and it was really just a description of from a person who served time in prison, what that perspective was like. And I think it was sold to universities alongside Dr. George Cole's book, American Corrections. He was a mentor of mine. And then what did your career do? What did you do after graduating from Syracuse?
Well, my internship was at the Justice Center in Syracuse, New York. And I loved the job so much, they hired me as my first job as an official social worker. So that was my first career job as a social worker at the Justice Center.
What is the Justice Center?
It's our facility that when you are arrested, you are placed there. It's a holding facility. It's a maximum level security facility, and that before you're sentenced, you're held there. And then there are occasionally inmates that are held there that are back in the city for court appearances.